today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a complete guide to Evomons. And if you guys are a new player, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end, because I'm going to be sharing with you guys a lot of tips to help you progress a lot faster inside of the game. And even if you are a mid-game player, keep watching this video, because I have a bunch of tips and useful information that you will definitely need to know. As always, subscribe. I'm literally at 99,000 subscribers, almost 100k, and let's just get straight into it. So to start off, I'm first going to be telling you guys what exactly you should catch and what you should not catch, starting all the way from the very beginning, even to what starter you want to pick, and all the way towards the mid-game section where you can see every single one of these Evomons. So first of all, these pebble guys, definitely get one of them. They do unlock counter later on, and they are really good unless you want lava rock instead, but definitely get one or two of these to keep and try to get them of at least S tier. Now of course the best is going to be triple S like this, but even S tier should be okay for you. Next up, we are going to be running by here. These guys are really bad. Do not get any of these grass looking guys. Absolutely terrible, provide no use to you. Next up, the pond. These mushroom looking guys are really bad as well, ignore them. The clam guys, get one of them at least S tier, and only reason being is that you can use them to officially farm the next world, because the next world is entirely fire type, and so you really do need that water type to help you. And especially ignore the Sparkit, that guy's useless, but especially for grinding here, these are Lavites. These are one of the, if not like top 3 best Evomons in the entire game, and for some reason they're so early on in the third world. So grind them until you get the one that is triple S tier and shiny, 4 others that are just regular triple S tier. Again, these are really good. Definitely grind them using the water type that you've unlocked in the previous world. And the reason being is that they're really good for the late game boss, the Thunder Cliffs. There you will need a full team of them to actually take him on, because that's how hard he is. Next up is going to be Amber Acres. These Datu Buds are absolutely useless, or are these Datu Buds? Anyways, these both are kind of bad. They're both pretty useless. There's not much use for them. Just ignore these two guys as well. Next up, it's going to be Autumn Hill, which doesn't have anyone, but it has some duels, so do keep that in mind. By the way, the dueling type, this guy's going to be mainly grass type, this guy's mainly water type, this guy's mainly fire type, and the gym leader has one of each starter all the way evolved, as well as the what is that guy's name again, as well as the Astronite, yeah, as well as Astronite as well. Do keep that in mind. He is very difficult to defeat, so if you do have the lava rock, that Lavite, it should be easier to defeat at least some of them. But like the grass guy is gonna fold you. The fire type is really strong as well. Do keep that in mind. Be very careful. What I actually recommend you is, if you are at this stage of the game, instead of just fighting this guy head on, actually head over to the Mirkwood section. This is a really big cheese, and if you have been watching this far into the video, you deserve to know this tip, because this is such a big tip. But get a friend that's like level 100, level 90-ish with something like that, to actually defeat one of these guys, because it is so crucial to defeat them, as this is probably the like top something best Evomon in the game as well. Like these two guys that I have here, the Tarragon is just the evolution of the well, I don't have him, but Taro. It's the evolution of Taro. And let me just show you exactly how you can defeat him if you are by yourself. So what I recommend you is you go ahead and you equip Counter, so you can actually do a lot of damage. Counter is your main ability for this guy. And also get yourself an ice type, as many ice types as you can, because these guys are quadra weak to ice. It's actually so cool. They're quadra weak to ice, so it's really good. But we're gonna fight one of them just to demonstrate. Even then, it still requires perfect Argent to beat them. I need them to hit me with a damaging ability off the start, so I can actually counter them. Like they didn't hit me with the damaging ability, so okay, that's not enough damage. They need to hit me with something that actually does damage, or else it's okay. Leaf Storm actually does damage. So there we go. We got him low, and even then, they're just so strong, but I should still be able to defeat them. So let's send in the Ice Spirit, and look, Ice Spirit 80 damage, boom, 320, because it is 4 times effectiveness. So you just instantly defeat this guy. Even then, this guy's still so tanky. Like, take a look, bro. How are you this tanky? It's actually crazy. I need yeah, definitely get in a friend that actually has a lot more resources spent into the game, because it's gonna, okay, I actually can't beat this guy, because these guys, they go infinite with their girls. But as I was saying, get a friend that is pretty good Clearly not me though, because I can't beat these guys consistently. Maybe once in a blue moon. But yeah, defeat them and get one copy and immediately use your King's Ball or your Prismatic Ball. Because you're not going to be grinding a lot of these to actually get the triple S tier. Just use a ball because these guys are so hard to defeat. You saw, like, they just go infinite with their growth and they're so tanky as well. But if you have one of this Tarragon or Taro is going to be probably the best guy for you all the way until late game. Even end game, it is going to be the most crucial portion of your team. So definitely go ahead and do that. And yes, after then you can finally defeat the last boss of Autumn Hill. Next up is going to be Shiver Snow. In Shiver Snow, these guys are useless. These frog guys are useless as well. Everybody here is pretty much useless. Don't get anybody here. They're really bad. If you want to get an ice type, there is an ice type later on. I'm pretty sure it's Crystal Cascade, or there is the ice type if I head by here. Yes. The moth looking guys, I have them right here. I have one of them. These are going to be probably the best ice types in the game. They also have a lot of AoE damage, which are ultimate, and one of their main abilities being AoE. So it is going to be really good for those like 2v2 and those 3v3 fights as well. Definitely do keep that in mind. Next up is going to be Flying Territory. In here, it's just going to be the King of Flying. This guy is notoriously difficult to defeat. Alright, this guy is level 100 for some reason, which is really weird because the next boss is level 90. So, for some reason, the boss is even harder than the one after it. But Flying Territory, super difficult to defeat. I had to go in a party of 2 to actually defeat this guy, and I had this little guy go infinite, which is all the more reason why you need Taro, because I'm pretty sure I showed you guys, or did I not? But Seed Bomb, it restores HP, 8% HP, stacks up to 10 times, 80% HP per turn, you're never gonna die. So just defeat this guy. Even if you are weak to them, because grass is weak to flying, it still is probably one of the best evil monsters to use against the King of Flying. Next up, and the last area that I am going to cover before you get into mid-game, which is going to be Raven Ridge. These guys are pretty useless as well, these little chirpy guys. And this guy is really, really good. This is probably, again, one of the best evil mons in the game as well. Definitely do get this guy. I'm pretty sure I have an SS tier. Yes, I have a triple S tier Bluebird. Definitely get that as well. Evolves into Volcrush. Super, super good. This is probably the best bird in the game, actually. So go ahead and get that one as well. And those are going to be all the best ones that you want. As a recap, okay? As a recap, early on, you want to get the Pebble or Pibble guy. Then replace him later on for the Lavite and evolve him. This is your main priority on who to evolve. 100% evolve the Lava Rock. Very, very good. Insane bulk, insane damage, insane moves as well. Next up, Tarragon or previous version Taro. Go ahead, get that guy. Cheese him. Really, really good. Really good on any endgame team. Goes infinite with Seed Bomb. Next up, it is going to be Bluebird. The best bird in the game. Evolves into a flying and electric type, so that is really good. We can see like flying electric evolved level 70. This is probably the best bird in the game. Frostlet is probably the second best bird in the game. It is also a I'm pretty sure it becomes, no, never mind, it's just pure ice type, no flying in there. But this guy is really good because it's AoE damage, and it also is 4 times effectiveness into Taro, which is probably going to be the most meta defining evil mon in the game. So this is like a meta counter. And additionally from that, your starter would be okay to fit on here, although I don't really recommend it. You probably need a water type though, so maybe a water type starter. Oh, they're also, oh wait, yeah, Wisp Puff as well. Definitely get yourself a Wisp Puff. Wisp Puff, let me show you guys where to get them actually, if I remember correctly. Is it Netherlands? I'm pretty sure it's Netherlands, or am I tripping? Where's Wisp Puff? That Wisp Puff? Am I tripping or what? Yeah, that's Wisp Puff. Definitely get yourself a Wisp Puff. Obviously harder to defeat, but it's actually easier to defeat than Taro because Taro goes infinite. Wisp Puff doesn't. But Wisp Puff is, again, really good. I have a prismatic one, triple SS tier. Really, really good as well. This is probably going to be your main core team, or you could actually replace Wisp Puff if you don't have him just yet. Maybe you get in the Astro Knight as well, a really good fighting type. If not, it's simply fine to put in your starter for now. Eventually get rid of your starter, but these are going to be your main parts of your team, and it's going to be the #1 guide. Now I'm going to go over the very core mechanics of the game, and also back here there's a chest, so go ahead and claim that, and let's just get straight into it. So there's going to be a lot of these evil mons up here, and you simply have to walk up to one of them and you can start a fighting animation. Once you are in the fighting animation, you pick whichever move you want here. I have auto there and 2 times speed. But after you defeat them, then you have a chance to capture them, and you can pick what kind of ball you use. There's going to be infinite of the most basic balls, so you can always go ahead and capture these pebbles or whatever Evomons you want using those balls. So yeah, here's the 2 times speed. Here's the auto, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use any basic ability, kill that guy, and look, these are the different kinds of balls. Now let me just explain all of them, okay? This one, the one at the very bottom, is going to guarantee it's the highest rank, and also guarantee it's prismatic. Prismatic is basically the shiny version inside of Pokemon, and shiny is not the shiny version, but it's like shiny version. Instead, you actually get around 10% bonus stats. So this one actually has uses, and the prismatic is just purely based off of looks. So the last ball here makes it prismatic. This ball here, the King's Ball, guarantees that it is of the highest rarity, SSS tier. Then this one guarantees, it guarantees capture first of all, and second of all, it guarantees at least an A tier rank. And this one is just your free ball that anybody can use. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that one and catch this pebble looking guy. Okay, never mind, I failed. I don't really want him anyways. So let's just exit out of here. First of all, let's go to your character screen, where over here you can select all of your different Evomons. Click the bottom left box icon, and in here you will have access to every single Evomon you've captured in the entire game. Go ahead, and if you don't like an Evomon, then press release, click whichever one you want, click confirm, and you can turn it into materials to level up your other Evomons. So I'm going to do that to the pebble that I just caught. And every single Evomon will have a talent ranging from, I believe, D tier to SSS tier. Now this one's B, which is not as high. And by the way, these tiers will give you bonus stats, so you do want as high of a tier as possible. For example, everything I have here is basically all SSS tier. Oh, remember, this was S tier. But yeah, most of them will be SSS tier that I have here. So yeah, go ahead, try to get yourself some triple S tiers, because they will give you a whole lot of bonus stats. Now, if we move on, there's also different, like, you can see the different stats it buffs, right? For example, my main guy here, if we take a look, it is currently buffing the attack damage and the 2 different defenses. You can change it by pressing the reroll button, granted you have these talent vector potions, and it will redirect them elsewhere. Additionally, your nature can allow you to buff and debuff specific stats. So most commonly, if you have a tank type of character, then you want to buff HP or defenses and decrease speed. If you have someone like a sweeping type of character, you want to buff their speed and you want to decrease their defenses. So for example, I don't really have one. Actually, maybe like this guy. You want to increase their speed and decrease their defenses. Right now, I don't have the best nature, but that's what natures do. Additionally, traits, you can use these trait reroll things. You can get yourself a trait, which are little tidbits that help your character out a lot. So now moving on to the shop over here, we have the gem shop, and there's also some coin shops. So first of all, the gem shop, what I recommend you guys buy if you guys do want to spend Robux is to actually buy the 2x speed, and nothing else really here is of much importance here. And the most important thing is going to be the coin shop. There is going to be Big Henry over here, which you can talk to, but it's not only Henry you can talk to, there's also some other merchants. So Henry over here, he offered you a couple of potions, some balls, and some PP potions. But if you want to talk to the wandering merchant, he wanders, obviously, wanders around the map. Sometimes it will say in chat, like, oh, the merchant has arrived to, I don't know, Crystal Cascade or something. And you won't be able to find it. Normally, though, he will be at this campfire area. Like I said, the traveling merchant is not here. But these merchants, you can spend your coins, and you can get yourself a whole bunch of really good materials to actually level up your Evomons. Take a look here, coins. Oh yeah, I have 57,000 coins here. You can get coins by defeating, it's mainly by defeating NPCs and doing quests. Next up is going to be your daily mission. These are the most important things. You must do these every single day, as they are your major source of player experience, as well as giving you a little bit of coins and a little bit of battle pass EXP. By doing these dailies, you will also be able to progress along the bar down here to eventually get yourself a King Ball, which is one of the best balls in the game. And over here, these are the world quests that you can claim from Lillian. Lillian, as far as I know, is the only major quest giver well, major quest giver, because there are a couple of minor ones, but she will be at every single island except for the islands where there's a gym battle. For example, Lillian over here, talk to her, and she will eventually give you guys a quest that requires you to defeat 50 Evomons of each area. For example, look, defeat 50 in Lava Crag or 50 in Amber Acres. But typically, the first quest she'll give you will be related to exploring the game further. For example, defeating the world boss, clearing the floors of towers, clearing raids, team battles, and etc. Now continuing on with the shop, over here we have the daily pack. Obviously claim your daily coins over here, free coins. But here's also going to be more things with Robux you can purchase. I recommend the daily evolution pack definitely, but wait until it's evolution pack number 2. The number 1 is not that worth it. Also, this one, the King's Ball one, is more worth it than whatever this is. This one's just a scam, never get that. The weekly dungeon is okay, and the weekly skill pack is okay as well. And also, there's going to be a battle pass system as well. Of course, the game is a little bit pay to win. Not that much pay to win though, because you can still grind for it. But obviously, by spending a bit of Robux here and there, you will be able to get yourself a whole lot more stuff. This you will be going through by completing the daily quest, so it is very slow, but you get a whole bunch of these stuff. And also, don't worry about the Astronite shiny egg at the bottom here. Even though it might seem to be pay to win, there's a free version all the way over here as well, so you can literally get the exact same guy for completely free all the way up there, and he's pretty good. But he's not that good to the point where you actually want to sacrifice a spot in your team for him. Maybe good in early game-ish. Additionally, this is going to be your level rewards. Based off whatever level you are, you will be able to go through here. And the rewards at the bottom are actually really cool here. The main ones you do have to look out for are going to be these balls. The King Ball and the Prismatic Ball are the best balls in the game. Aside from that, there's also going to be the Omni Stones and the Evolution Stones. These are the main resources that you will be bottlenecked by to evolve your Evomons. And there's a bit of EXP food here. These are just, these are just good stuff. But yeah, do watch out for the balls, the Evolution Stones, and the Omni Stones. Moving into your main menu section, it might seem a little confusing, but let's tackle every single part. So the first part here is going to give you basically a trainer card of every single thing you've done in the game, all of your stats, including your team as well on the left. If we take a look here, the backpack is where you can access every single material that you have. These being your evolution materials and your one-time use materials. Here being consumables that you can use as well for capturing Evomons or just healing your Evomons. And by the way, your Evomons heal between battle. So these things are mainly used if you want to like cheese a really hard boss, so I don't really recommend them. Equipment that is higher on, I unfortunately haven't unlocked it yet, but it is towards late game you unlock equipment. Eggs, they will drop occasionally from defeating these Evomons, although they're not that good. The drops from the eggs aren't that good at all, and I don't really recommend them. So yeah, just don't really worry about the eggs, they're kind of bad. Skills as well, it's also a late game thing, you can unlock some really good skills for your Evomons. For example, if we take a look at my lava rock here, if we go and press this I button, you can see every single skill you can unlock. And these are unlocked by levels, but the rest of these are going to be unlocked by, the skill books. So you will need to apply those to whatever Evomon you want to unlock all of these skills, which is going to be very useful for them. Next up is going to be the Alamac. In here, or the index, you can find every single Evomon in the game that you have encountered. Of course, I haven't encountered all of them, but I've encountered quite a bit. And there are so many Evomons for you to look forward to. I mean, the ones down here though, they do repeat, because the ones down here are the shiny versions, for example, shiny Lavite or shiny Lava Rock. But there are like 100 Evomons for you to collect. So yeah, definitely go ahead and try to get them all. They're really cool. By the way, by clicking any of them, you can right click here and go to the shiny version. So if you do have the shiny version unlocked and you don't know where it is, just click it, right click here, you get to the shiny. And by unlocking these Evomons, you will also be able to get yourself a lot of trainer EXP, which you are mainly going to be gated by. This is the #1 resource you're gated by. Next up is going to be your mail. In here, sometimes, right, the dead will send you some free stuff in the mail here, so go ahead and collect that. Though it's not that common. Also the update log, obviously just the update log. Next up in here, you can invite your friends to join your party, and if you have multiple friends in here, well, you're gonna get a little bit of a battle EXP bonus. So definitely recommended to go ahead and invite your friends and play with them. 100% recommend. And next up, if we take a look over here, you can invite your friends to get a whole bunch of rewards. The main one to look forward to is going to be the prismatic ball and the trait reroll. The trait reroll is actually really good. They give you 5. If they were to give you 1 or 2, that's fine, but they give you 5. So definitely, if you do have more friends to invite for these, this thing is useless. But even then, the prismatic ball is basically the same thing as the king's ball. Though it's really good, but you probably don't need to, like, I don't know. I don't really know if it's worth it, but definitely get to 8. Now, next up, last but not least, is going to be your suit slot. This is basically whatever class you have in other games terms. The classes that I recommend, ignore all the uncommon and rares. These are all really bad. In Epic, there is the breeder. The breeder's pretty good because it gives you extra EXP, so you can really grind up with it. Breeder's really good. Treasure Hunter, not that good. Catchmaster's also really good. Definitely get yourself one of those as well. I do have one over here, favorited, equipped. Vanguard is good if you're grinding in an area where you can one-shot them with the help of Vanguard. Though it's not that good, it's generally better to have Breeder if you're EXP grinding. These guys are just fine. They're not really that good, but these are fine. So definitely in the epics, watch out for the Catchmaster and the Breeder. Next up in Legendary, these guys, these are 2 experts. They're just fine here. The Monster Hunter, definitely, because you get, not only do you get XP, you also get more capture success rate. This is the best of both worlds. As well as the Elite Hunter and Guardian. These are basically the main classes you use to fight against bosses. The Guardian that I have here, the Elite Hunter being better than the Guardian, because you'll find out later on that a lot of these Evomons that you have, they actually want to be damaged, because if they get damaged, they can do more damage back. And so you don't want to negate damage as much, damage taken, but other Evomons, they really need to negate damage taken so that they can actually stack up and become unstoppable. So let me just show you a really quick example of what I mean, because you guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. If you take a look at my lava rock here and take a look at the counter ability, take a look, counter, when hit, counter attacks for twice the damage received. So you want to receive as much damage as possible on the lava rock. Compare that to this girl over here. Let me just equip her real quick. If we take a look at her and look at the seed bomb ability, okay, first of all, this girl, she's really bulky. Like a lot of HP, you know, need more defensive, special defense. But the main thing, look at seed bomb. The main thing is not the damage, but it's that it gains 1 stack of growth, which restores 8% max HP at the end of turn. And you can stack this up to 10 times. So basically, you're restoring your entire health bar every single turn. And you need turns to stack this up, because if you die right at the start, then obviously you cannot stack it up. So that's why you actually need to mitigate damage taken if you have someone like this, or if you have someone like Lava Rock, then you actually need to not mitigate damage taken, but increase the damage done. So those are the 2 legendary classes that you do gotta worry about. And of course, anything eternal, just keep those. Anything mythic, just keep those. But yeah, definitely go for any of the epics or legendaries that I have stated before. And probably if you get one of these worst legendaries, it might be better to get the an epic version of them. So let's move on. Now let's move on into the main area, which is the main city here. Here's where you will access every single facility you will need in the entire game. So starting off here, if we head back here, this is going to be the world boss. Likely you won't be able to take it on as of now, but it does give you a lot of really sweet rewards, although it is really difficult to defeat. So definitely a late game part of the game where you have someone that can actually do a lot of damage. Now I'm gonna mainly just, there's a lot of things to cover here, so I'm just gonna cover the most important ones. They're not the skill ones, but for example, the daily challenge is very important, and the experience one is super important as well, because you get to challenge this twice a day for free, completely free. And I recommend you guys do it as friends or have a lot more allies to do it with you. That's going to help you out a whole ton over there. Next up is going to be the coin shop. Henry has appeared over here as well, so you don't need to go all the way to Route 1 or the first island to actually access him. Then next up is going to be the tower. The tower is the main area to get yourself a whole lot of resources and to test yourself on the leaderboards. On here, the tower, it is very difficult to do, so do keep that in mind, but just get as far as you can on the tower. Honestly, I don't have much to say about it, other than just remember your type matchups. Oh wait, yeah, type matchups. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't talk about it. Basically, here's a big tip. You can left click on it, and you can see what you're super effective against and what you are weak to. So that is very good to keep in mind. And there also is a type chart. I'm pretty sure it's online somewhere. Just probably search up like Evomon type chart and you can find one. But yeah, definitely keep in mind the types that you have here. Of course, they are mimicked after the Pokemon typing. For example, fire is super effective against ice, super effective against bug, against steel, against grass. The exact same as Pokemon. So if you have played a bit of Pokemon, then you would know this. Debbie over here is where you can actually exchange and get better types of classes. Of course, you could also do that in your menu as well. And subscribe if you've learned anything new. I am so close to 100,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in the next video.